Yesterday, I sat in a busy West London park during my lunch break, eating a supermarket sandwich and trying not to get any salad cream on my supermarket suit. As I wiped the drop that got away from my chin, I glanced up from my light meal. The sky was a dull, tarnished silver and reminded me of the sparse cutlery in the office kitchen. The grass a few feet away had more patches of brown than green, so most people were looking for a free seat on a bench. A black cab driver in traffic was playing Take the Box from Amy Winehouse's first album. As I cocked an eyebrow at the aged cab driver's good taste, a couple, after checking the space for bird poop, sat down next to me. I smiled and they smiled back in that genuine, we don't think you look like a pervert kind of way. I guess they were a little younger than me, maybe mid to late 20s. They talked, held hands, and it was clear that they had seen Annie Hall recently as they made quirky observations about the people walking past. It was cliché, but cute. Then he kissed her. I glanced over to a great oak in the other direction, but I could feel that the kiss lasted a while. I contemplated leaving to give them some privacy, but there were no other benches free. When I glanced back, they had finished. They were smiling. She was drinking Coke out of a can with a straw, and he couldn't take his eyes off of her. Usually when I see couples in love, instead of covetousness, I feel a content, envy-filled promise. I don't want what the other person has, as I know one day I'll have the same for myself. Then ever so gently, she removed the straw from her lips, brushed the hair from the side of his brow, and pressed her cheek against his, whispering in his ear. A look of joy, a stone throw away from bliss, brightened his face and turned my content envy into the most bitter of jealousies. I didn't want to be with her, and I didn't want to be him. I wanted him to be me. My lips pursed into a grimace, disappointed in myself for feeling this way. Then, like when a close friend or family member buys a new car and you start to notice that make and model everywhere, I began to notice how many other couples there were around me, in the park, on the street, and when I returned, even in the office. And then, without prejudice, my eyes began to fill with contempt and cold disdain for every single one of them. But I didn't know why.